In the introduction video, we talked about what data literacy is and why it matters. Hi, I'm Gaurav, and in our first module, we will discover how people and technology create and shape data. We will learn about different types of data and how they can be used and sometimes misused in everyday life. We will also learn to differentiate between structured and unstructured data, data information and knowledge, and examine bias in data creation. Let's begin with a fundamental question. Where does data come from? Think about the data you generate from the moment you woke up today until you sat down for this video. How many times do you think you created data? 5 times? 10? The real answer might shock you. Let's imagine a typical day of a person. 6:30 am, phone alarm rings. Next, the person dismisses alarm. Next, they check their WhatsApp. Then, weather app check. Then make a UPI payment. They travel in metro train. Then they scan their card at the gate of their office or in library. And the day goes on. That's 9 data points in less than 2 hours. And most of this data wasn't created consciously. This brings us to a crucial distinction. There are 2 ways data gets created in our lives. First, active data creation. This is when you know you're making data. Example, we are always aware of typed WhatsApp messages, making UPI payments, posting on social media. Active data creation happens when you are conscious of it. Second, passive data creation. This is the invisible one, and it's bigger than most people realize. Right now, your phone may be tracking your location, even though you're not using maps. The metro system logged exactly which station you entered, what time, which route you took. Cameras recorded your entry. Your smart TV logged in your watching history. You see, data is created about us. And here's the interesting part. We create about 10 times more or probably higher passive data than active data. Most of your digital footprint, you never choose to leave it. Now, multiply this individual data by hundreds of millions of people. Something extraordinary happens. We call it datafication, the process of turning every aspect of our lives into data. India isn't just collecting data, we are datafying at a scale that's hard to even imagine. Let me give you some numbers to show you what I mean. Aadhaar. Think about 1.3 billion people. Every single fingerprint, iris scan, address, phone number, all digitized. It's the largest biometric database in the world. Every time someone uses Aadhaar to open a bank account or get a SIM card, data. UPI payment, we are doing 10 billion transactions every single month. That's 10 billion data points about who bought what, where, when, and for how much. Every chai from a roadside stall paid through PhonePe gets recorded. COVID, 2.2 billion vaccine doses tracked. Every injection logged by location, time, vaccine type, age of person, real-time national health data updated every second. DigiLocker, 140 million people storing 5.5 billion documents digitally. Mark sheets, driving license, Aadhaar cards, everything that used to be paper is now data. Smart cities, 100 Indian cities installing millions of sensors, traffic cameras, air quality monitors, smart street lights, waste bins that signal when they are full. Our cities are becoming data-generating machines. FASTag, over 70 million vehicles on highways. Every toll plaza, every entry, every exit, time-stamped and tracked. This is datafication in action, and it's happening faster in India than almost anywhere else in the world. Now, you might be asking, is all the datafication a good thing or a bad thing? Well, let's look at what happens when data is used thoughtfully. And well, I will give you 3 real examples. Healthcare. COVID vaccination data showed that some rural districts had only 40% vaccine coverage, while cities had 85%. Policymakers could see this gap in the data. Within days, mobile vaccination camps were sent to underdeserved area. Coverage improved to 75%. Data quite literally saved lives. Urban planning. Traffic sensors in Delhi showed that certain routes had 3-hour congestion every single day. Air quality monitors pinpointed pollution hotspots, and based on this data, new bus routes were added. Heavy vehicles were redirected to different times. Average commute time dropped by 35 minutes. Air quality improved measurably. Education. Online learning platforms noticed that 67% of class 9 students struggled specifically with algebra word problems. Not algebra in general, just word problems. Teachers could see exactly where students got confused. They redesigned just those lessons. Pass rates went from 67% to 90%. See the pattern here. Data makes invisible problems visible. And once we can see a problem clearly, we can actually solve it. But, and this is important, there's another side to this datafication story that we need to talk about honestly. Privacy. Your location data reveals where you live, work, study, where you pray, who you meet. Your search history shows your health concerns, your questions, your doubts. Your transaction data shows your financial situation. When all of this becomes data, who gets to see it? Who is watching? Control. Here's a question for you. Do you know which companies have your data right now? Can you delete it if you want to? Can you even see what they know about you? For most people, the answer is no. You created the data, but you don't control it. Surveillance. When governments and companies have real-time data on everyone's location, purchases, communications, the line between helpful monitoring and intrusive surveillance gets very blurry. Who decides how much tracking is acceptable? The digital divide. And what about people without smartphones? Without internet access? They become invisible in data-driven systems. When decisions are based on data, people who aren't generating data get left behind. Here's what I want you to understand. Datafication isn't inherently good or bad. It's powerful. And powerful things require careful, thoughtful handling. That's why data literacy matters. So let's recap what we have learned today. Data is being created constantly, both actively when you choose to create it and passively as you simply live your digital life. India is datafying at unprecedented scale through systems like Aadhaar, UPI, CoWIN, and smart cities. This datafication can lead to amazing outcomes, better healthcare, smarter cities, improved education. But it also raises serious questions about privacy, control, surveillance, and who gets left behind, which we will explore in later modules. You need to understand that we are both a data creator and a data subject.